For education, if we look at vocational training, schools receive special funding from the state, which is basically calculated on the basis of how many students they have. And when Vaasa is, when we are owning a vocational school as our own Vaasa vocational school, we receive the funding from the state, and then we channel it through the school that then uses it for its education. In adult vocational training, the system for funding is much more complicated, and there is also funding through the unemployment system for retraining courses and so on. We have had a very good situation concerning employment in Finland for many years now. But now we see that the situation is getting a little bit more difficult, and it also means that the pressure will be higher on adult vocational education and for retraining staff. That's a little bit about our municipal systems. We could also say about Vaasa as a city that some old industries that we have had here in shipping and metal and just building machines and engines, these types of lines of industry are also in a way carrying forward now today in the structure that we have today. So the energy industry is a very large industry in Vaasa today. Altogether in the whole Vaasa region it employs about 12,000 people, and it is the largest single employer, this cluster of companies in the energy industry. So it's large companies like Wärtsilä and ABB, which is a multinational corporation, and we also have newer actors like Vacon and the Switch, which are working in the area of renewable energy, wind energy. Finland also has a refugee quota, which is 700 refugees per year, and they are placed in different municipalities around Finland, and we receive annually 70 refugees out of this refugee quota, people who are resettled from refugee camps in different parts of the world. Then we also have workers coming to work in our companies, and altogether there are about 5% of our population who speak another language than Finnish or Swedish as their mother tongue. So I guess you will find Vaasa a fairly international city if you walk around in the cities. Normally cities and municipalities in Finland have about a couple percent inhabitants who have another nationality than Finnish. What is also typical for this city is that we are bilingual, so that about 25% of the population speaks Swedish and 75%, or actually 71%, speaks Finnish as their mother tongue. Finnish and Swedish are both official languages in Finland. In the field of multiculturalism and international issues, we work with this in all sectors, but it is organized so that in our Department of Social Affairs and Health, we have a special office or a special department that works with integration of immigrants, and we have 3 people from there now. We have Pia Pajunurmi, who is sitting there at the back, Ahmed Yama, and Pia Heglund, there is Pia sitting there. And they will tell you a little bit about some projects that we have ongoing, and also generally about the work that we do in the field of integration of immigrants. And then also Miriam Silvén is here, who works in our Office of Education, and particularly with immigration issues, because of course we see it in daycare, we see it in our primary schools and so on, that we have quite a few immigrants in our city. So I hope that you have a nice morning with us here.